Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my experience working from home. So if you are new to my channel, I'm Catherine, but you can go ahead and call me Kath. I created a website called The Content Bug, and I have been working from home for a little over a year. I actually started working at home when I was still working full-time for another company that was actually located in a different state, and now I am still working at home as a freelancer, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess, if you're into that kind of stuff. It's really funny, actually. My end goal was to be working at home by the time I had kids. So that was really my goal, which is kind of weird to think about, but when I talked to my old boss, he asked me what my 5-year plan was, or what my end goal, my dream job, kind of that general question that you get in a job interview. And I said that I would like to be able to establish my career to the point where I was able to work from home so that I could be there for my kids. I really want to be involved in my kids' lives. If you guys know me, I do not have kids, and I do not plan on having kids anytime soon. I am still 23 years old, and I've got a long way to go. But that was kind of my end goal, was to be able to work from home, still have a job, be very successful, but to be there for my kids whenever they needed me. So I wanted the flexibility to be able to go to a dance recital, to take them to swim practice, whatever they need. If they're sick, I want to be able to have that flexibility. And I know I thought about that really early. A lot of people probably don't think about that when they're 21 years old, but that was something that was really important to me. I really want to be there in my kids' lives. So my end goal has always been that I wanted to be able to work from home. That was kind of my end goal. And it's really funny because now I'm 23 and I've been working from home for over a year, and I don't plan on having kids for a long time. So Mom, you can cool it. You're not getting grandkids from me anytime soon. So the funny thing is I work from home now, and this isn't what I was expecting. I'm very young to be working at home, and there are a lot of actually other people my age that do work from home. I've met some really, really freaking awesome people that have kind of the same lifestyle as me in the sense of working from home, freelancing, that kind of vibe, I've met a lot of people that way, which is really awesome. But when you work from home, it seems like it's going to be amazing. You get so excited. You're like, yes, I'm working from home. I get to set my own schedule. I get to do whatever I want. I get to sleep in. I get to work in sweatpants, all this stuff. And it seems all great and dandy, but I want to tell you some things that I've actually learned about working from home. You cannot work in sweatpants. I tried to do that for a few months, honestly, where I would work in sweatpants just about every day. I was like, what's the point of getting dressed? Honestly, what's the point of showering? I can just work in my sweatpants and get the same amount of work done. False. You can't do it. At least I can't do it. When you wear sweatpants, you're in a lazy, slouchy mood. It's just the mood that's going to be conveyed. When you actually put yourself together, when you shower, you do your makeup, and you do your hair, and you do whatever else you need to do to look presentable, you put on some real clothes. You can still wear jeans. I wear jeans every single day. But when you make yourself look presentable and you're like, okay, I'm going to go out into the world, I'm going to do something, it's going to reflect it in your work. Your work ethic is actually going to improve by your outfit, because what you wear really does impact how you feel. If you still work full-time, you really can't set your schedule. I hate to say it, but even if you are a full-time employee and you work from home, you probably still don't have the flexibility of setting your schedule. I kind of thought that I did, and I was like, ooh, I can do whatever I want. Midday, I gotta run an errand. I'm gonna go run an errand. And then my phone blows up because I'm not on my email, and it was actually during my lunch break. So I learned quickly that I couldn't even take lunch breaks working remotely, and that was not cool. My work-life balance back then was not okay, and I'm really glad to be out of that situation and I don't have to deal with it. So if you still work full-time, you really can't just do whatever you want during the day. Now that I'm a freelancer, I can really set my schedule and I can do whatever I want during the day, but that was something I wish someone would have told me. You are the only one there to motivate you. When you go into an office, your boss is there, or there's someone looking over your computer, or you work in a cubicle, and you have other people around you that you're like, okay, I have to actually get work done. I just can't sit here on Instagram all day just scrolling through my feed. When you're at home, you can sit on your Instagram and you can scroll through your feed. And it's funny because recently I downloaded an app called the Moment app. If you guys want to download that, highly recommend it. And it tracks how much time you spend on your phone. And I spend significantly more time on my phone during the work week than I do on the weekend. Excuse me? It just doesn't make any sense. So you have to be able to motivate yourself to work. No one else is going to do it for you. You have to motivate yourself to work. Things are never really going to go as planned. It may seem absolutely awesome to work from home, but some days you could wake up and your dog is sick and you have to care for her all day, or laundry happens and you have to do that, or someone has to stop by the house because plumbing is broken, or we had to get a new water meter in. Things are never going to go as planned. You work from home, you can set these things during the day, but things are still going to pop up, and it's just, you gotta just go with the flow. You really need to find a way to make friends. I got that from the very, very beginning. People kept telling me, you need to find ways to get social. You need to find ways to talk to people. And I was so excited to be working from home because I'm such an introvert and I work so much better when I'm alone. And like, I use that alone time to rejuvenate myself so that I can be social with other people when I need to. So I was so excited to work from home. I was like, nope, you know what, this is gonna be great. I don't need to find ways to meet people. I don't need to do that, whatever. Well, I hit a slump and where I was like kinda really down and upset because I was like, I never talk to anyone. I talk to Fancy, my dog, which is cool and I love her, but I need to actually talk to people. I need to communicate with people. So I joined a gym, and it's not enough to really just join a gym. You need to actually like go to classes and find a way to talk to people. So I go to classes, I go to coffee shops, and even coffee shops, you really don't talk to that many people. So you need to think of other ways. So I started having meetings with people, and I have meetings just about once or twice a week, which is really awesome. And I just get out and I just talk to people. Honestly, just meet new people in my community, and it's so funny. Alex and I were walking through the mall this past weekend, and I pointed out a few people that I recognized from different places, and he was like, gosh, you know everyone in Rochester. Like, I feel like I know no one. And it's like, it's funny how I am the person, I work from home, I spend most of my time in this little office right here, yet I seem to know and meet and mingle and get out into the community a lot more than Alex, who actually works in the community, you could say. It's kind of weird. Your phone will be your greatest distraction. I mean, I should have known that going in, so I guess that's something I shouldn't have like expected someone to tell me, but my phone is by far my greatest distraction, and I cannot have it in my office. It just can't be here. I can't do it. Your fridge is your worst enemy. I'm not kidding. When you work from home, your fridge is always right there. Your kitchen's always right there. It's not like you go into work and you bring yourself a lunch and a little afternoon snack. It doesn't happen. Your food is always available to you. If you want to eat ice cream in the afternoon, you can do it. And trust me, I've done it before. But you need to be careful that it can be a downward slope. If you just get bored, don't resort to eating. You need to find a way to stick to a schedule. So for a while, I would only allow myself to eat at certain times, which I know is a little harsh, but my downfall is that I can eat anytime I want. I can just eat. I can eat a lot of food, and having my fridge right there is just a bad idea. So I would limit the times that I eat. Now I've gotten certainly much better, but it's kind of a problem. So one of the things I recommend doing is actually having a water bottle nearby. I currently have 2, both semi-filled with water, because sometimes you may think that you're hungry, but you're really just dehydrated because you've been so focused on work. You can't just work from your kitchen table or your couch. Really, I've done it, and there have been times where I've needed to work from my kitchen table or I've needed to work from my couch, typically because of we are dog sitting, and when we have both the dogs, I don't want them running up and down the stairs and all that stuff, so I'll specifically centerize myself so that they play around me, and then I know where they are and they are not destroying the whole entire house. Or Fancy has been sick, so I have worked on the couch, but that's not a typical norm for me. I have a set office space where you guys are right now, and I love it. I created a space that's really inspiring and motivating to me, and I'm telling you, this thing, be kind, work hard, stay humble, smile often, stay loyal, be honest, travel when possible, never stop learning, be thankful, and love always, is like my mantra. And this inspirational office is all I need to get work done. When you sit at a kitchen table, you're likely to be thinking about food. And when you sit on the couch, you're probably going to just watch YouTube videos, because typically you watch TV when you sit on the couch. It's really all in your mindset, so having an office and a set space to work is going to be much better than working from your kitchen or couch or bed. People will ask you all the time about working from home. I'm not kidding. I really wish someone would have told me that people were going to constantly talk about it. But when I first started working from home, people asked me all the time,
"Oh, how's that going?"
Or,
"Really? How do you find ways to get out of the house?"
and all these questions that I know were not meant to be mean, but like, in a sense, they were kind of like low jabs. And it was like, oh, here's a problem about working from home. How are you dealing with that? That was the way it seems, and now I'm really used to it. People ask me how's working from home, and I'm like, I love it. It's freaking amazing. It works with me. I get more done than probably a lot of people do in an office, and that's fine by me, but a lot of people are going to ask you questions or always talk about working from home, and I'm telling you, the holiday season's coming up, family events are coming up. I'm expecting to get that question a lot. But in the end, I absolutely love working from home, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I get significantly more done here. There's actually a study that I heard the other day that people actually only work 4 out of the 8 hours a day during the workday at an office. Because you have little chats with people that stop by your desk, or lunch breaks that you take very seriously, and you have meetings where you're not really working but you're just chatting. You have to go to the bathroom and then you run into a colleague that you haven't talked to in a long time. You really only have 4 productive hours of work at a day. When I work from here, I have some days 10 hours of productive work a day. And maybe that's just the workaholic in me, but I absolutely love what I do, and I can be productive for 10 hours. But I actually track my time, and I track the monetary value of my time and how much I am actually working. And by doing that, I have something on my face. And by doing that, I understand how much work I get done. And I get to be the judge of me. And I get to motivate myself to work harder and harder to get more work done throughout the day. So in the end, I think I'm more productive here. I really do, and I wouldn't trade this office for the world. So, yeah, those are just some of the things I wish someone would have told me before I worked from home. But you know what? Lessons learned, you know? Bye, guys.